Thanks, Robin, and thanks everyone for coming. I just want to say, I'll be very, very brief, but what an absolutely catastrophic mistake did Theresa May make by calling that election. I think that's the first point, and it just shows her absolute arrogance and how disconnected she is with reality, with people's reality on the ground, that they thought that they could call the election and come back with a stonking majority of 100 or more majority MPs. Well, and they thought that they could throw the whole weight of the media, their mates in the media, to try and discredit Jeremy Corbyn. But I think it's an absolute testament. It's a testament to Jeremy Corbyn's politics, to the policies that he held strong against all of those attacks from the very, very start. It's also a testament to the movements over the last 5 years against war, against racism, against austerity, which Jeremy has been at the heart of throughout, that created a situation that we beat the establishment in that election. We beat them, and they have no idea why. They can't contemplate how strong the movement for progressive change can be. And I think now we're in a situation, a very, very exciting situation. The Tories are stuck. They are stuck in a position where they can't get anything through Parliament. They've had to drop most of what's in their manifesto of misery as it is. And isn't it funny how they can find £1.5 billion to give to the DUP, yet they tell nurses, firefighters, doctors and other public sector workers that they can't have enough money for a pay rise. I mean, what an absolute disgrace that is. And it just shows you their contempt for ordinary people and what they will do. They will do anything to cling on to power without thinking about the majority. But the truth is, we need to have another general election. I think everybody agrees that. We need that very, very soon. But we can't, and it looks like that's going to happen. Well, we hope that's going to happen very, very soon. But my message to you is that we can't just sit back and wait for that to happen. We can't just wait for another election to come by. We have to, at this stage, the movements that we've been building for so many years have a huge, huge role to play in forcing the Tories out of office. We have to get mobilised harder than we've ever done before, because in this situation, when you've got such a weak government, the big street mobilisations, the demonstrations like that we had on Saturday last week, calling on Theresa May to resign, the big strike action that's taking place across London and across the country, with which John mentioned earlier, these are absolutely the things that we need to be mobilising for and doing now. So I would just say two things to you. One, if you're not in a trade union, join a trade union, get involved in your union and start organising in your workplace and ask your members to do the same, your workmates to do the same. And two, in October, we are organising in Manchester at the Tory Party conference, the biggest demonstration that Manchester's ever seen. We're going to be, every day that the Tories are there, we will be there too in our thousands and thousands and thousands. But that means we need to start organising now for that. That means we need to get coaches on, we need to get our workmates organised, the trade unions mobilising for that. The Tories should not be able to move in Manchester without feeling the full force of opposition that the country has to offer them. And that's what we need to do. So thanks very much. Keep mobilised, and I'll see you in Manchester.